Hey guys, Hyperformance strength training remote pilot program here. I'm going to show you guys the prep work for the whole week. Alright, so every single day this week except for Sunday, I want you to do this exact warm-up. If you need to add anything to it once we get done, feel free to add to it, but I want you to walk through this every single day, 2 times through. So the first thing we're going to do is set up a cone distance. It's going to be 10 meters, 10 yards, 30 feet, basically something nice and short that we can kind of walk through some of these movements. So the very first thing I want you to do before you even start these movement prep is I want you to do about 4 or 5 minutes of something continuous movement. So walking, jogging, brisk walk, row, jumping rope, something consecutive for a couple minutes to kind of get your body warmed up and start the general increase of blood flow around your body. Then when you get into the prep work, the very first thing you're going to do, I call it monster walks. So back foot's going to be planted, going to kick my foot up as high as I possibly can, trying to touch my hands every single time. I'm going to take that monster walk all the way down for 10 meters. Going to finish that, you're going to walk back with a seesaw walk. So now instead of kicking my leg forward, I'm going to kick my leg backward, but I'm going to dip my chest forward as far as my leg goes backward. So it's like an equidistant type of thing. Okay, so as my chest goes forward, my leg goes back, big step out, chest goes forward, leg goes back, trying to keep my hips as square as I possibly can the entire time. All right, next one we're going to do is called an inchworm. Okay, we're going to do inchworms today with no push-ups, or this whole week with no push-ups. Going to bend down, going to put my hands on the ground, going to crawl my hands forward into this nice solid plank position. Now I'm going to keep my knees straight and I'm going to ankle my feet up to my hands. Going to get into this nice good hamstring stretch and I'm going to crawl it out again. All right, then I'm going to crawl my feet up again, all the way down for 10 meters again. So for the bear crawl, kind of imagine an inchworm, but I'm not gonna go out into that plank position. Okay, so I'm gonna stay in this position now, and I'm just gonna crawl. Gonna try to keep my elbows relatively straight, my butt's really high up in the air, and my knees are relatively straight too. There can be some bend in them, but just a nice kind of overall, like general body stretch with that one. Okay, after that, we have Carioca, not to be confused with karaoke. This is Carioca. So it's also called a grapevine. Going to face sideways here. Going to take my feet over and under, really working on turning my hips. All right, every time I do it. So I'm going to go 10 meters there, then I'm going to go back the other 10 meters so I can turn my hips the other way. All right, so that'll be Carioca. After that, we've got just regular 3rd grade skip. So just skipping down nice and easy. You'll get down and you can skip back. Nice and easy. Okay, after that, we've got 3 stationary movements. Okay, so we're going to do what's called a pillar to plank press. So how that looks is I'm going to be on my elbows, so my forearms and toes here, and I'm going to press up. I'm going to put my hand on the ground, press up, and then come back up. I'm going to go down and then down, come up and then back up, down and down. You can either come up on the other side if you want to, and then back down. But this is our plank position, and this is our pillar position. So we're going to go pillar to plank press. After that, we're going to get onto our all fours right here. So I'm going to squeeze my butt as tight as I possibly can. Going to pull my rib cage down to my belly button. This is going to be our stable position on the ground. From here, this is going to be called a Y hold. I'm going to take one hand and I'm going to push it straight out. I'm going to try to elongate my arm as far as I possibly can. I'm going to hold this for about 10-15 seconds. Then we're going to switch sides, same thing. This is just called our Y hold here. After that, our last one, I'm going to drop my butt back. All right, going to sit my butt back onto my heels. Okay, we're going to call this our moose antler. I'm going to put my head on the ground. I'm going to bring my left hand to my head, then I'm going to rotate up, try to get my elbow to the ceiling as high as I possibly can. Okay, going to hold that for about 10-15 seconds and then rotate and do the other side. Okay, for the prep work, you will do that whole sequence twice.